Hey guys, what's up? This is Abhishek again, and this time round we are back here with another video. So of late there's been a lot of innovation in the field of wireless headphones. For example, Apple have come up with something called the EarPods, as you may have heard. Now also OnePlus has their own version of wireless earphones. But to be honest, wireless headphones have existed for a while now. But the only problem was that they were only sold by big name brands. And with big name brands came the bigger price tags. Enter the boAt Rockerz 510, a budget offering in this segment. Are these any good? Let's find out. So as always, I'm going to be judging these headphones on the basis of 4 factors. Number 1 being design, number 2 being the comfort factor, number 3 being audio quality, and number 4 being price or value for money. So starting off with the design, these are made of completely of plastic, but that does not mean that these are not sturdy. These are quite sturdy, I must say. But then again, these have quite a few angular edges to them. So that makes me feel like these were meant for gaming more than everyday music listening. And also these are quite glossy, to be honest. I personally would have preferred a matte black version. Truth be told, I wasn't really keen on rocking them in public on a day-to-day basis. But if you can look past the glossy factor in these, if we move to the right side of the headphone, we are going to see that there are exactly 4 buttons. 2 of them being the volume rockers, and 1 for skip track and 1 for rewind or the previous track. And in front of the right ear pad, there's also a button for to end and receive calls. And all of these buttons are pretty tactile, and it did not take me much time to get used to these buttons while receiving calls or making calls. Side note, you can actually use Google now using your voice alone on these headphones. And the audio quality on the other end while receiving calls were pretty darn good. But we'll get to that in a while. For now, let's jump into the comfort factor. Okay, starting off with the comfort factor, let me put it out there, these are not comfortable. I mean, they wouldn't make my ear bleed or anything, but after prolonged usage, maybe 1 hour or 2 hours of gaming or watching a movie, they would actually hurt to a point where I actually had to take them off and rest for a while and then put them back on again. So yeah, I mean, the cushions are pretty thin and these do hurt at times. I just wish they had some thicker cushions. But coming to the headband is pretty soft, and it is matte black though, the headband part only, on which we can see the boAt branding as well. But you must keep in mind that these are sub 2000 rupees headphone, and you won't get amazing comfort with this kind of price range, especially with something that's offering you so much for under 2000 rupees. Jumping to the audio quality of these headphones, let's get into the cons first. The instrument separation on these headphones are pretty poor. The mids are still okay, but the highs and the lows are pretty darn poor, to be honest. And these are also actually very shrill, so much so that at times I actually had to turn down the volume because this would really start to hurt my ear when I even played it at maybe 80% volume. But the saving grace on these headphones is the audio jack or the auxiliary jack that it has. Honestly, the sound is way better through the audio jack than what you actually get through Bluetooth. So yeah, if you really want good quality music out of these, you just need to use an audio jack. But if you want the convenience of Bluetooth, you can throw them around and use them at your will. So I actually handed this over to my friend to see if the sound isolation on these were any good. So what he did was he played the drums while listening to his jam on these headphones. And according to him, the sound isolation was really poor. But then again, in this headphones defense, I mean, he was playing the drums which are amazingly loud. I suppose in day-to-day usage, which I actually found, these were pretty decent at sound isolation. So music quality left aside, let's jump into the connectivity of these headphones. Well, this wouldn't be much of a wireless headphone if you weren't able to connect them with devices, right? So in my testing, I did find them to be pretty okay while connecting to my Android phones, but it just could not manage to connect with my Windows device, my Windows PC that is. So if you're planning to actually use them only with your Windows PC, though no one does that, but if you are in case, keep that in mind. These headphones actually come with 50mm drivers and 4000 mAh battery. The website actually claims that these are going to last you for about 8 hours on one single full charge, which apparently according to them takes 3 hours. But honestly, in my testing at about 50 to 70% of volume, it has lasted me way longer than that. It has lasted me over almost 15 hours or 20 hours. and so battery life should not be an issue. I mean, these are really good when it comes to battery life. Everything said and done, what remains to be reviewed is the price of these headphones. So for 2000 rupees, I'd say these are pretty okay. Honestly, if they would have been priced at 1200 or maybe 1500 rupees, this would have still been better. But for this, the audio quality that they're offering, I just wish they had, the music quality, the audio quality was a bit more clear. But for 2000 rupees, I'm really not sure about these. Anyhow guys, that's been my review of the boAt Rockerz 510. Tell me what you think about this review. Comment in the comment section down below. Like this video if you liked it. And yeah, thanks for watching.